Hi, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be talking about something I heard on a podcast recently. The podcast was featuring one of my favorite photographers in Nigeria, August Udo. And you should check the guy out. It's actually dope. So, in the podcast, he talked about how to pay the bills with photography. I find that really important, and I said, like, well, why don't I share the topic here with you guys, my own understanding and my own view about this topic here with you guys too. And Viola came up. I've been trying to do this video for a while, mentally preparing myself for it, and it's been, stressful because it's always difficult talking to the camera and all that stuff. So, but, yeah, I am late at night and shooting this video, and let's do this. Thank you for staying tuned. I mean, you made me feel like I'm a, look, I'm a, well, really, thanks for staying tuned. And if you're new to this channel, kindly subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notified when I upload any new video. And you can follow me on my various social media platforms. The link will be in the description below. Yeah, thank you. Like I said, we're going to be talking about paying the bills with photography, paying the bills with the skills you have. And I feel this topic is important because as the pandemic started, when it started, we all probably lost the regular inflow of cash we usually get from our skill we have, and then this has kind of like made us quote hungry or starving artists. You know what, if you know what I mean. But so this is not how it should be. This is not what should be happening to us, because as creatives we should not be living from hand to mouth or from a particular job to the mouth. So that's why I felt that this topic is actually important, so that following the pandemic, following after the ease of the lockdown and all, when we start getting a regular job, we can think smarter and act smarter, and prevent this from happening again, because you never can tell. This something unforeseeable can also come up again. I'm not saying it's going to be a pandemic, but something you do not plan for can just happen again, and then do you have to still continue living from hand to mouth? So that was why when I was listening to that podcast, I saw the need to, okay, let me have this discussion with you guys, and as I learn, you learn. As we learn, we all learn together and all that stuff. So that's why for the video. I'm a photographer, so I'm going to be talking from the point of view of a photographer now. Okay, a lot of people think as a photographer you have a lot of money because of the gears and gadgets you have, and then people just feel they can come into the game, into the business, and then strive conveniently strive in it. Well, they may be right, and you may also be wrong about it, because it all boils down to how you handle the business. It boils down to how you package, how you brand your business, how you handle finance. You have to realize that what you're doing is a business in the first place. A lot of us started photography with our phones, and then we decided that, okay, I'm really good taking pictures. I'm really good about this business, and I should get a camera and then take pictures. My uncle is getting married soon, so I may handle his wedding, my aunties. So we started from the baseline or the foundation that this is a hobby. This is like a side job thing, and we forget that it is actually not just a side job. This is a business. People overseas go to school to become photographers. They go to school to know how to handle the business. It's not a hobby that you just pick up a phone today and then you start taking pictures, and if you suddenly I'm like, I'm King Kong, I'm the boss. No, it's not like that. It is a business. You get. So, and when you realize that it is a business, your perception to things change. Your perception to pricing change. Your perception to money changes. So you start to look at it like a businessman and not just a photographer. And this is quite understandable, because people just feel like, I'm just taking pictures, I'm just snapping pictures. It's more than that. You're not just taking pictures, you're actually solving a problem for people. Coca-Cola is solving a problem for people. Sony Entertainment is solving a problem for people. You as a photographer, you are solving a problem for people. You are not just taking pictures. When you realize this is a business, when you realize that I am solving problems, you aren't going to be charging below your worth. You know, what are they really paying for? They're paying for your time. So when someone comes to you, when a client comes to you and is pricing this, you don't sound desperate. You don't sound like, oh no, this money just nah, because one, you've already realized that you're solving a problem. You're providing a solution to someone's problem. You're not just taking pictures. This is a business. So when the person comes, you don't just like, pay 150 if you don't have 300. That's not it. You charge your worth, because when you get that money, you cannot channel it, like have a lot that will sustain you for another job before it comes, sustain you comfortably, not hand to mouth. Because if you don't do that, if you just charge, how would I put it? I'm just taking pictures now. Just okay, 150. No, you're charging for your time. You're charging for your experience. You're charging for your gears, your insurance, your family protection, your school fees. You're charging for a whole lot. You're not just I'm taking pictures. No, you're not just taking pictures. Your time, your what, your education, your knowledge about the craft, knowledge about the art. Time is valuable. This is important because when you get the idea of it, you don't undercharge what you're doing, and then you don't undercharge yourself, you don't overcharge the clients, you charge what is right for the job, you charge the ideal thing. That way you get the money you deserve, and then sustain you for the time being and not make you desperate. Because when you're desperate, that's when the issue of charging below yourself comes up. And because you don't know your worth, you don't know what you're providing solution now, you tend to like, oh, please go lower than what you normally will not go for. I mean, just because I'm just getting this job in a long time. No, that's not the point, okay? And then if you know you're not good with handling prices, if you know you're not great when it comes to negotiation, finance negotiation, you can get someone that makes sense partner. You can get that makes sense partner who comes in and does the negotiation for you while you go do the job. It is done. It's, like I said, it's a business. So when you get that kind of person that can do, you don't undercharge yourself or overcharge the client. You just go for the right thing, charging your worth. If there's anything I want you to take from today, is that you should diversify your income. This is something that the wealthy people do. This is something that has been preached in financial classes all over the world. And if I don't say this, it's going to make, I don't know, it's going to be like I'm deceiving you, I'm deceiving myself. Because when you start being paid what you're worth, the most important thing, the next step you should do is you should diversify your income. And why will you do this? Why should you do this? When you diversify your income, you put your money in something else that can fetch you money. 1. 2, you can also learn other stuff. That way, photography, taking pictures, is not just what is going to give you money. You can get money from your investment you've made. You can get money from another skill you've learned through the money you got. Do you get me? You can either learn how to retouch and make money from other photographers, or you can learn how to make canvas and sell to other photographers, or you can probably just invest this money in another field different from photography. Yes, I know you love photography, I know it's your passion, it's what you love doing with all your might, but it's a business. It's something that should pay the bills, something that should make you live comfortably, something that should make you live like a king, right? So you should treat it and you should act. Some of us are going to have family if you want. Even if you don't want a family, you want to live comfortable, you want to buy that car. So it's only logical that you start to diversify, look for means that will increase your source of income. You get. And then how do you even know what you should charge? And I know these are like fuzzy conversations or vague conversations you have in your head. How do you know your worth? I think the easiest way to go about this is to like look at how much you spend, your expenditure for the year, and then you divide it by 12 months, then you divide by a month, you divide it by days to get like a month and all that. so you know how you charge for your work, how you charge for that. That's to live comfortably. Then if you want to start upping your price, that's another discussion you have. Then you have to like know how to calculate all this too, based on what you want to gain, and also factor in your skill level, how you're good compared to other photographers and all that's a discussion for another day. But the important thing is that you should charge your worth. After that, diversify your income. Please diversify your income. That's how you're going to not sound desperate to clients, because when you're desperate, clients, they can perceive it. They can know that, oh, he's desperate for money, so I can take advantage of it. You don't want to sound desperate. You're not desperate. I mean, it's a business. You're helping, you're providing solutions. You get. So you don't want to sound desperate at all. That's when the client is going to use you. I hope I've been able to, help you in a way that that you may have not realized before. Because as I learn these things, I try to like put it out there for us to get to go together, for us to get to the height we want in our skill level, with our education, with our knowledge and all that. So please comment in this comment section below. Tell me ways that I may have forgotten to mention, and then please like this video if you do, and if you don't like it, dislike it. So just please engage with me in this video, and then you can follow me on my social media platform, and then subscribe if you haven't, and stay blessed.